Have you ever looked at someone else's life and thought, if only I were them, I'd be happy? Maybe you wished for someone else's success, beauty, or freedom, believing they had it all while you were stuck with less. But what if I told you, the life you envy might not be as perfect as it seems? This is the story of Raven, a crow who believed happiness was found in being someone else, until life taught him a lesson he'd never forget. In a vast, sunlit forest, where the trees swayed gently in the wind and rivers sparkled like flowing glass, lived a crow named Raven. But despite the beauty around him, Raven was never satisfied. Every day he looked at himself in the reflection of the river. His black feathers, dull and ordinary, made him feel less important than the other birds. His voice, harsh and raspy, seemed nothing compared to the melodies sung by nightingales. One morning, perched on a branch overlooking a village, Raven saw a bright green parrot sitting on a wooden perch, surrounded by people. The parrot spoke sweet words, and the people adored it, offering it food and praising its beauty. How lucky the parrot is, Raven thought. If only I were a parrot, I would be happy. Determined to change his fate, Raven flew over to the parrot and said, "You are so beautiful and loved. I wish I were a parrot like you." The parrot chuckled but sighed. "You think I am happy? People admire me, but they also keep me in cages. I can't fly freely like you, Raven. If I had a choice, I would rather be a peacock, admired for its beauty without being trapped." Raven was surprised but thought, maybe the parrot is right. A peacock is even more beautiful. That's what I should become. Raven soared over the treetops, searching for a peacock, and soon found one in a royal garden. The peacock spread its shimmering feathers, the colors dancing under the golden sunlight as visitors gathered around in awe. Raven landed beside the peacock and said, "Peacock, you must be the happiest bird in the world. Everyone admires you." The peacock let out a slow sigh. "Yes, they admire me, but I am never free. My beauty is my curse. People keep me here in this garden, away from the wild. I can't fly high like you, Raven. If I could choose, I would rather be an eagle, soaring freely above all." Raven flapped his wings in confusion. The eagle! He had always feared eagles, strong, powerful hunters that ruled the sky. But if the peacock envied them, maybe that's where true happiness lay. Determined, Raven flew toward the mountains, where an eagle perched on a rugged cliff, its sharp eyes scanning the land below. "Eagle, you must be the happiest bird alive," Raven called. "You fly higher than anyone and fear nothing." The eagle let out a deep, tired breath before responding. "Yes, I fly high, but my life is a constant battle. I must always hunt to survive. Every day is a struggle to find food, to stay strong, to remain at the top. If I could, I would choose to be a dove, loved, peaceful, and without the burden of constant survival." Raven tilted his head in disbelief. Even the mighty eagle is not satisfied? Determined to find the truth, Raven flew to a quiet rooftop where a dove rested, watching the sunset. "Dove, you must be the happiest bird of all. Everyone loves doves." The dove smiled, but with sadness in its eyes. "It's true that people love me, but they also use me. They send me on journeys as a symbol of peace, carrying their messages far away. I never belong anywhere. If I had a choice, I would be a crow, strong, free, able to live anywhere and survive anything." Raven's heart pounded. "You want to be a crow?" The dove nodded. "You crows are strong, smart, and free. You can thrive anywhere, from deep forests to big cities. You have something none of us have: resilience." Raven sat in silence, thinking about everything he had learned. He had spent so much time wishing to be someone else, only to realize that every creature carried its own burdens. The very bird he looked down upon, the crow, was seen as strong and free by others. As the stars began to shine above the forest, Raven looked at his dark feathers, no longer with resentment, but with pride. He stretched his wings and flew high into the sky, soaring freely, embracing who he was. He was Raven, and he was enough. We often think others have a better life, but everyone has their struggles. The parrot longed for freedom, the peacock wished to fly, the eagle fought for survival, and the dove craved belonging. No one has a perfect life, only a different one. Happiness isn't about becoming someone else. It's about embracing who you are. Raven spent his life wanting to change, only to realize he was already enough. And so are you. If you've ever felt like giving up, watch the story of Kairo, a journey of struggle, resilience, and never backing down. Click here and get inspired.